Hello, welcome back to Budget with Kate. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I close out my budget at the end of each month. So this is something that I recently started to do, so you'll see like last month isn't totally filled out, so I don't have perfect comparisons, but I wanted some numbers to go off of. So I'm going to be closing out my November month with you guys, and I have both of my Budget Mom workbooks, her budget by paycheck workbooks here. I have the large one and I have the box set. So the full size is what I'm currently using, but in December I'm going to be switching to the box set. So I'll show you guys what to do with that later. And now here's my monthly spread. So all of my bills except for these down here have been paid because this is for this month now, today, and then tomorrow I have some bills coming out. Since I pay them with my paycheck from here, I like to put them on here so I have a visual of what I'm going to be paying totally with this paycheck. And if we flip through, I'll show you guys how I highlight everything. So I'll zoom you in. So as you can see, I just highlight everything according to what the category is, which is shown down here. So I have all my food in this color, and then I wanted to separate it by eating out and groceries, so I put that in parentheses over here. When I get a different highlighter, I'll make them different categories. And then I have beauty and all those things, and then I just add them up per page. So this is all on my credit card. So that's what this whole page is. This isn't my whole month of spending. This over here is my checking account. And I have two more pages of checking account. So I have this one here on the right, and this one. And all of those totals are going to be tallied here at the bottom. Again, this is just for my checking spending. And then this is another credit card that I used because I forgot my card. So I have two expenses for that one. And then I have my cash expenses here. Again, they're all totaled down at the bottom with their category. So then what I do, and I did that just to save time because it is a little time consuming. So when you go to the back, this is my debt payment plan. I only did the minimum payments on my credit cards this month, and this is my total debt and what I'm currently at. So this is how much I paid, which is 3% of my total debt. I'm just starting over basically. I paid off my debt before the apartment burned down, so this is my new debt. And this is my monthly budget category breakdown. So everything that I spent in each category with the percentages as well. So this is my grocery. And I do need to change a lot of these numbers, as you'll see. So this is my grocery. I budgeted $155, which I now realize after watching multiple videos that is pretty low. So I overspent this much. This is the difference, and that was 7% of my income that I spent. So all I did is I divided what I totally spent for this category, divided it by my monthly income. This is earned income and inflow. So this is any sinking funds that I used, any extra money that I got, returns from purchases, paybacks, and things like that. That's all into here. My total earned income was less than $3,000. So that was 7% of this whole amount here. And then for eating out, same kind of thing. This is kind of weird because like I said, I used to lump these together, but I'm not anymore. So I only budgeted $40 for this. I spent $369, which I overspent this much, and it was 14% of my income. This is actually 71%, I think. I'll have to look at that later. And then my total beauty, I underspent $6. I was pretty much over in every category, but something that you have to know also is me and my boyfriend split the bills. So the bills come out of my account and he just gives me money, which is part of the inflow of $15.26 that I had this month. So I need to kind of work that out to where I see exactly what I'm spending versus what he's giving me in all these categories. So comment below if you have any suggestions on a better visual way to track those things and what I'm actually spending in grocery versus what he's giving me, if that makes sense. So then spending, which is clothing. I had a lot of winter shopping to do, and miscellaneous, things that just didn't fit in the other categories. Health, I had a lot of expenses because I've actually been sick for a couple days. So I'm going to be returning my nail kit that I got, which came out of here, because it gave me a chemical reaction. So I can't use that anymore. So I overspent in health quite a bit. And pets, I overspent $5, but again, my boyfriend does give me half of that. And then home is a new category, which is why it's not budgeted for, but I bought a candle and a can opener, so I didn't have anywhere to put it, and I figured that that's something that needs to be bought every once in a while, so I need to make a category for that. Car gas went up a lot, so we did travel a couple of times too, and we are kind of using each other's cars, so sometimes I've filled up both of the tanks. So gas did go up, but it's been going up, so that category just needs to get bumped up as well. And then the debt payment, I would like to pay this amount, but I only paid this amount here. Again, these are just my minimum, so this is an overage. I don't have to pay that. This is my minimum payment that I did. And then the bills, again, it shows over because this is, again, my boyfriend gives me half of our total bills. And then sinking funds, I spent some money on. This is my Christmas sinking fund. So I have a $512 Christmas budget. I spent $202 this month. So I have $310 left. And then savings, I put $442 towards my sinking fund. So that's what this was saved for. And moving over here, this is my monthly debt and savings breakdown. So this is my debt breakdown and my savings breakdown. So I have, this is again was my total monthly income, including earned and inflow. And this was how much I paid off, which was 3% of my total income. And these are basically what I paid. So I paid my minimum, and then that was like, this is 19%. My platinum card was 19% of what I totally paid in debt, which is $135. Again, I just got that dividing 25 divided by 135. And for my savings, I saved $442. That was 10% of my total income, and $412 of that was for Christmas, and $30 of that was for birthdays. It was my grandma's birthday, so I got her some things. And I really like this page because it shows you, like, if you're saving or if you are paying off debt, it really shows you like what your priorities are based on what you pay, and if that lines up to what your priorities actually are or not. And this is going to be my total change. Like I said, this is my first time really doing this whole monthly closeout. So I basically just made up numbers basically on October. I didn't track my spending really at all in October. I tracked every expense in November. So again, there's going to be a huge difference there. And I didn't write down nearly any of the categories that I use in October. Again, I just wanted to have some numbers to go off of so I can actually do the worksheet. So again, these are all my expenses. Grocery, of course, went up. I don't know if it really actually did go up because I didn't track much over here. I didn't track much in gas, but I want to go back and track to see how much I spent in gas for last month to see how much is actually increasing. I don't know if I will or not, but that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna bring my box set workbook up here and I'll show you what I do with this. So so this is what I write down. I basically just copy this over to here. So these are exactly the same. So when I'm closing out December's, I can actually compare the two month to month. So yes, that is my total monthly closeout for the month of November. Again, I'm getting paid Friday, and I'm going to be doing a budget with me or plan with me video that I will be putting up on Friday. Once I get my pay stub, I will go through and allocate all the money that I'm going to be spending for the next 2 weeks with that paycheck. And I am going to be doing it based off of these numbers. So again, please leave me a comment down below and let me know a suggestion that you have for breaking down this a little bit easier so I know what I'm actually spending, because it's hard for me to always be with my boyfriend when we're grocery shopping, and it's hard for me to just give him exactly 50% and he gives me exactly 50% and things like that. And then when he just sends me all of it, it's a little bit harder to track what I'm spending and what he's giving me. So if you have any suggestions, I would be more than happy to implement those if I see fit. And yeah, I'm going to be doing my next spending numbers off of this last month. So go ahead and stay tuned for Friday's video. Thank you guys. Bye.